Okay, right. So here, so yesterday I said how to give the inputs. Okay. So this is what we have seen in the last class, like how to do the conversions and even Boolean, ORD function, CHR function. And even I said string formatting in Python or format string. And after that I said command line arguments, the values which are given from command prompt. So that you can call it as command line arguments. And how can you set or how can you test your application or program with the command line arguments within the IDLE? And after that, we started operators. So here, when you're talking about operators, what is operator is a special symbol. So what is operator is a special symbol, right? Operator is a special symbol and which is used to perform operations. So there are different types of operators are there. Like there is arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, and like this bitwise, membership operators, identity, conditional, and one more is walrus. Now, based on the operands on which operator perform operations, these operators are classified into how many categories? Three categories. Like there is a unary, binary, and ternary, right? Unary, binary, and ternary. These are three categories. So here unary means an operator which operates on one operand. Okay. The operator which required only one operand. So that is called as a unary here. The operator required only one operand. So operator which performs operation using one operator is called which operator here? Unary operator. Okay, so operator which performs operation using one operator is called unary operator. An operator which required two operands to perform operation, two operands to perform operations, to perform operation is called a binary operator. So an operator required how many operands? Three operands. Three operands to perform operation is called which one? Ternary operator. Okay, it is like this. Okay, binary, unary, and one more is a ternary, right? An operator which required only one operand. So here, for example, if you see some operators like, okay, assume that the operator which required only one operand. For example, there is a bitwise NOT operator, but this operator required how many operands here? Only one operand. This operator required how many operands? Only one. So the operator which required only one operand, that is called as which one? Unary operator. For example, if I'm writing 5, okay, divided by 2, now this is called division operator. But this division operator required how many operands here? Two operands. One is 5 and one more is a 2. So the operator required how many operands here? Two operands. And that is called as which operator? Binary operator. For example, there is a conditional operator is there, like 5. If Okay, then you just write condition 5 is greater than 2, else you write one more operand. So this is one expression, but this is having how many operands here? 3 operands. The operator which required how many operands? 3 operands. So that you can call it as which operator? Ternary operator. So unary means required only one value. Binary means required how many values? 2 values to evaluate. And ternary means required how many values? 3 values. So the evaluation is done by taking 2 operate. Suppose I said 5 plus 2, I said 5 plus 2 here, 5 plus 2 plus 3. I write like this, 5 plus 2 plus 3. Now 5 plus 2 plus 3 means, now plus is called as which operator here? Binary operator. And this operator required how many operands to perform operations? 2 operands. One is 5 and one more is what? 2. 5 plus 2 and 5 plus 2 is what here? 7. And 7 plus 3 is what here? 10. So evaluation is done by taking how many operands here? 2 operands. So that operator is called as a binary operator. So based on the number of operands on which it performs operations, the operators are classified into a 3 category. Unary means 1, binary means 2, ternary means 3. Let us see first category of operators, which is called as arithmetic operators. So these are which operators here? Arithmetic operators. This is the first category. Okay, now when you say arithmetic operators, now you can use this for evaluating some mathematical expressions. The operators which allows to perform which operations? Arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations is called which operators here? Arithmetic operators. So the operators which allows, the operator which allows to perform, okay, arithmetic operations, mathematical arithmetic operations. Now that operator is called arithmetic operators. And what are these arithmetic operators here is, now these operators, you can call it as arithmetic operators. So there is an operator called plus, there is an operator called minus, there is an operator called star, there is an operator called slash, there is an operator called slash and slash, there is an operator called percentage, and there is an operator called star and stars here. How many arithmetic operators are there? 7 are there. That is plus, minus, star, slash, 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 percentage, and one more is a star, star. One more is what here? Star and star. So these are called arithmetic operators. Now this plus is called as which operator? Binary addition operator. So plus operator is it. Okay. So this operator is used to perform 2 operations. This operator is used to perform 2 operations. One is adding 2 numbers, and second one is adding 2 sequences, means concatenating. Concatenation of, it is used for concatenation of sequences. Sequences or sequencer data types. Sequences or sequencer data types. So plus operator This operator is used to perform how many operations here? Two operations. One is for adding numbers and second one is for concatenation of what? Sequences. So what are the sequences data types here? List is there. Okay, list, tuple, okay, string, okay, string. So there is a range, okay, range and bytes, and one more is a bytes array. All these are called which data types? Sequence data types. Okay, list, tuple, string, range, bytes, and one more is byte array. These are called which data type? Sequence data type. Okay, concatenation of sequences. I said data types when you're saying, okay, there is a collections are there or not? Yes. So there is a standard data types and there is a collections are there. Okay, standard data types means, for example, you have integer. Integer is used for allocating memory for how many integers? Only one integer. You can allocate memory for only one integer. And float data type is used for allocating memory for one float. And complex data type is used to allocate memory for one complex number. Okay, only for one integer. Integer data type create only one integer value. Reserve memory for only one integer value. And float data type reserves memory for only one float value. And complex data type is used to allocate memory for one complex number. Suppose if I want to allocate memory for 10 integers, I want to read 10 integers, then go for what? Collections. So collection means reserving memory for one value or more than one value, more than one. Collection, the name itself, right? Collection means grouping. You're grouping all the values and representing it as what? One value. You're grouping all the values and representing it as one value. And that you can call it one object, and that object is called which one here? Collection. That object is called as a collection here, right? So here now it is plus operator is also used for concatenation of what? Sequences. Concatenation means what? Combining. What is concatenation here? Combining two sequences like list, concatenation of the list, concatenation of tuples. But we have not seen this list, tuple, range, bytes, and byte array. After these operators, we'll be talking about this only, right? So list, tuple, string, range, bytes, and one more is a byte array. Now it is also used for adding two numbers. Okay, if two operands are, if two operands are, if two operands are numbers, right? If two operands are numbers. If two operands are numbers, PVM is Python virtual machine performs addition. If two operands are numbers, then PVM performs what? Addition. If two operands are sequences, PVM performs which one? Concatenation. So how it will differentiate when to add a number, when to add and when to concatenate? How PVM knows when to add and when to concatenate? Now that is based on which one? Operands. If the two operands are numbers, then PVM, I mean Python virtual machine, what it will do? Addition. It will do which one? Addition. If two operands are sequences, then PVM performs which one? Concatenation. Okay, that is based on the type of operands you are sending it. That is based on the type of operands you are sending it. For example, suppose assume that A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. So A is the object of which type? Integer. And B is also object of which type? Integer. And then C equal to A plus B. C equal to A plus B. Okay. Now will it do addition or concatenation? Addition. Why? Because A and B are which type? Integers. Numbers. Integer. Which type of numbers? Integer numbers. If I'm saying A comma B comma C, now you can see 10, 20 and 30. For example, if I'm writing F1 equal to 1.2 and F2 equal to 1.3 and F3 equal to F1 plus F2. Now will it do addition or concatenation? Addition. Because F1 and F2 are which type? Numbers. Float. Floats are nothing but numbers. Okay. So if I'm writing, if I'm writing like this, F1, F2 and one more is a F3. You can see the value of F1 is 1.2 and F2 is 1.3 and F3 is what? 2.5. Okay, in the same way C1, C1 equal to 1 plus 2j and C2 equal to some 2 plus 3j, okay, and C3 equal to C1 plus C2. Now, in this case, C1 and C2 are which type? Complex. Means numbers are not, yes. So will it do addition or concatenation? Addition only. Now I try to print C1, C2 and one more is a C3, right? So that is 1 plus 2j and C2 is a 2 plus 3j and C3 is 3 plus 5j. Now where 3 is a real and 5 is what here? Imaginary. For example, if I am writing N1 equal to 5 and N2 equal to some 3.5. N1 equal to 5 and N2 equal to 3.5. If I'm saying N3 equal to N1 plus N2. So N1 is which type? Integer. N2 is which type? Float. Okay. Is it both are numbers or not? Yes. So will it do concatenation or addition? Addition only. Okay. So print N1, N2 and N3. And what is the value of this? 8.5. So if the two operands are numbers, is it doing addition or concatenation? Addition. If two operands are sequences. For example, I've taken S1 equal to Python, S1 equal to Python, and S2 equal to language. Okay. S1 equal to Python and S2 equal to language. Now S1 and S2 are which type? String, right? And strings are which data type? Strings comes under which data type? Sequences. Is it collections or not? Yes. Is a string contain one character or more than one? More than one. More than one means collection. One means not a collection. One is standard. More than one means collection. And if the string is a collection, and which type of collection here? Sequence. Sequence means in memory, how it is organized in sequentially. Means in memory, first it will store P, then immediately store what? Y, immediately it will store what? T. So sequence is one order or not? Yes. Sequence is one order. Okay, it is one order. So that's the reason sequences are called ordered collections. Sequence itself is one order of organizing, right? So P will be stored in first location, Y will be stored in second location, T will be stored in third location, H will be stored in fourth location, O will be stored in fifth location, N will be stored in what? Seventh location. So sixth location like that. Means how it is stored in one by one. So these are sequences. Now if I'm writing S3 equal to S1 plus S2, will it do additional concatenation? Concatenation because these both are which data type? Sequences. I print S1. What is the value of S1? Python. What is the value of S2? Language. What is the value of S3? Python language. Is it this both are combined or not? Yes. These both are combined. Like sequences, you have a different sequences. For example, sales. sales one. Now this is one list. Square bracket means here it is a list. Now 10,000. So 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 and 60,000. Now sales one represent how many months sales here? 6 months sales. Okay, this is one list. List is also one sequence. Okay, list is also one sequence. Now inside this list, how many values are there? 6 values are there. Okay, so it means is it list is one collection or not? Yes. Now sales one is having how many months sales here? 6 months. Okay, now there is a sales two is there, and this sales two is having a remaining 6 months sales. Okay, remaining 6 months sales. Okay, now it is like this. Remaining 6 months sales are there in second list. So how many lists are there? Two lists are there. Now sales one is having first 6 months sales and sales two is having second 6 months sales. Now I want to combine this and put inside one list. Then what will I do? Sales equal to, I'll just write sales one plus sales two. What I did here, sales one plus sales two. Now what is sales one is which type? List type. Okay, sales two is which type again? List type. Then what will I do here? Addition or concatenation? Concatenation, because list is a collection. And which type? Sequence type. Okay. Now if I'm writing print sales one, this is a sales one, and print sales two, this is sales two, and print sales means having how many months sales? 12 months sales. Having how many months sales here? 12 months sales, right? So this is one list having how many values here? 12 values. It means, is it done addition or concatenation? Concatenation. So always concatenation is done on which type? Sequences. Okay, collections are different types. How many types of collections are there? Three types. One is sequences, sets, and one more is mapping. But plus operator, can you use it to concatenate two sets? No. You cannot use plus on sets. You cannot use plus on dictionaries. You can use plus only on sequences. For example, you have a set. Set is there. No, in mathematics, how you write the set? In mathematics, how you write the set? Curly braces. How you write the set in mathematics? Curly braces. 1, 2, 3. This is set contain how many values? 3 values. There is a set 2. Set 2. And here again I'm saying 4, 5, 6. And can I combine? Can I concatenate this both the sets? No. Because sets are sequences. Is it sets are sequences? No. Sets are not ordered. Sets are what here? Unordered. Unordered. So immediately it is given what here? Type error. That is unsupported operand type for plus set and set. So it means I can apply this plus only on which data type? Sequences. In collections, which data type? Sequences for concatenation, but not on the sets, not on the maps, only on the sequences. That is, how many sequences are there? List, tuple, string, range, bytes, and byte array. So 6 sequence data types are there. Okay. But whenever you are doing concatenation, or whenever you are doing concatenation, both must be same type. Sequences must be same type. For example, I take S1. S1 equal to ABC. Okay, L1 equal to 10, 20, 30. Now S1 is which type? String type. L1 is which type? List type. Can I say S1 plus L1? Is it both are same type or different type? Different type. S1 is which type? String type. And L1 is which type? List type. But when it will do concatenation, if both the sequences must be same type. But is it both are same type or different type? Different type. Then immediately it gives what? Error. Now, what is that error? Type error can only concatenate string, not which one? List. Now, if I put first list, then it will say only concatenate list, not to string like that. So it means both the operands must be what here? Same type. If you want to do concatenation, operand 1 and operand 2, both must be same type, but it should not be different types here. Now this is about plus operator. Plus operator is used for adding as well as for what? Concatenation. Okay. So it is used for doing two operations. One is adding and one more is concatenation, right? Yes. Yeah. For example, yes. So it is done like this. Now these things you practice in interactive mode. Okay. You're printing S1. Yes. So you learn how to work with the list. But I've just taken this example to understand what is a concatenation. So concatenation is done by using plus only. But when it will do concatenation, if the operands are which type? Sequences, right? Otherwise, is it doing concatenation or addition? Addition. For example, suppose I want to write a basic example. Yes. So write a program to input. Write a program to input roll number, name, and three subject marks. Input roll number, name, three subject marks, and calculate. Calculate which one? Total. Total marks. Okay, now you have to input how many values? Total how many values? Roll number, name, and three subjects. So how many values I have to input? Five values. Okay. What is the first value? Roll number. So roll number. Okay. So input. So always the input function read the value as which type? String type. But roll number is a string or integer? Integer. Then convert the string into which type here? Integer type. Okay, then next is a name. Name is string only. Will you do any conversion here? No. Okay, you don't do any conversion because name is a string. Okay, then after that subject one. Now input enter subject one. Subject one marks. Subject one marks means is it input will read the value as which type? String. Then you should convert the string to which type? Integer type. By using which function? Integer function. Then subject 2 equal to input enter which one? Subject 2 marks. Enter subject 2 marks. And input function always read the value as which type? String. Then convert this to which type? Integer type. Means marks I try to input only in integers. Okay, suppose if the marks is some 70.5, can I input 70.5? No. Okay, because we are converting into which type? Integer type. Now subject 3 equal to integer of input enter what is that? Subject 3 marks. subject 3 marks. Okay. And after that, total equal to subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. Now plus operator. Now here we will do concatenation or addition. Addition. Then after that I'm trying to print format. Okay. Format string where you replace the values or not. Yes. So triple quotes. Triple quotes is used for multi-line. Triple quotes are used for multi-line. Okay. What I'm displaying a message called roll number and followed by I'm inserting which value? Roll number. Okay, I'm inserting which value? Roll number. In the next line, what is this name? And then I'm inserting which value? Name value. In the next line, I'm writing subject 1. Then I'm inserting which value? Subject 1. Then next is subject 2. Then I'm inserting which value? Subject 2. Next is a subject 3. Then I'm inserting which value? Subject 3. Then next one is what? Total marks. Total marks and inserting which value? Total. So this is one string or not? Yes. The string which is prefixed with F, the string which is prefixed with F is called which string? Format string. And inside the string you are inserting how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But how you insert the value? By using replacement field, and this field is represented within curly braces. So you are inserting roll number value. Inside the string you are inserting roll number value. Inside the string you are inserting name value. Inside the string you are inserting subject 1 marks. You are inserting subject 2 marks. You are inserting subject 3 marks. And you are also inserting which one? Total. But whatever you write, if you want to write multi-line string, you are writing multi-line string by just opening 3 single quotes and 3 single quotes or 3 double quotes, right? A basic example to understand this, what do you call it as addition? So once you run this, the enter roll number and the name of the student, and this is subject 1, subject 2 and subject 3. You can see the roll number and this is a name and this is subject 1 and subject 2 and subject 3. And what is this here? Total marks. Total marks. Very simple. So this is input. What this logic is? Input, and this is a process, and this is a output. Okay, every program is having 3 logics. One is the input logic, and second one is the output logic, and then it is also having processing. But what you are calculating here? Total. What you are doing is total here, right? Yes. So this is a program. So this is a program for doing this here. So next, now after this plus operator, okay, there is one more operator is there. And what is that operator? Is a minus. Okay, there is one more operator is there. And what is the name of that operator? Minus. Okay, it is also binary. See, all these are binary. Binary means required how many operands? 2 operands. Can you write only, can you write 10 plus? Only 10 plus if you enter, what will happen? For adding how many operands you required? 2 operands. But you are given, is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Immediately it gives what? Error. Immediately it is given error saying that, which error it is? Syntax error, incomplete input. Because this plus followed by one more value or not? Yes. But are you given one more value here? No. So immediately it is given incomplete input, and this is called which error? syntax error, right? So there is an operator called minus. Okay, this operator, see here, a lot of questions are there. You want to practice. So there is a questions here. Geeks per geeks, you can start with basic programs. So here, Python program to add two numbers by a maximum of two numbers. Program to find the factorial, simple interest, compound interest, check Armstrong number or not, to find the area of circle, print all prime numbers. Okay. So like this, you have a lot of questions out there. But even though I'll try to give some more questions. Okay. Now already I think I prepared some questions, and even that questionnaire I'll try to give you. Is there here? So even I prepared some questionnaire here. Okay, so it was there in this, but it's formatted there. So that's the reason. I'll just check. Otherwise, tomorrow I'll give you that also, like how to work with all those uh, questions, right? So no problem. So maybe tomorrow I'll give you that. So I prepared some 300 to 400 questions out there, and I'll give you that all questions, because this is the formatted because of that. But again, I'll give you that questions. Okay. Now this operator, or meanwhile, you can just go through the questions which are there in geeks here, geeks for geeks, right? A simple examples on the operators. Okay. Next one is minus is there, and this operator is used for binary which one? Subtraction, right? It is used for binary subtraction only on numbers. But whereas a plus, you are using a plus for both. Okay, you are using a plus for numbers as well as what? Sequences. You are using a plus for numbers as well as sequences. Okay, but minus is only for numbers. You cannot use with any other data types. You can use only with the numbers. Binary subtraction, right? Binary subtraction. Now suppose n1 is there. N1 is 10. Same. N2 is 5. And N3 equal to N1 minus N2. Okay. So you can print the value of N1, N2 as well as what? N3. The value of N1 is a 10 and the value of N2 is 5 and the value of N3 is what? 5. Okay. Now this is how it is, right? So it can be integers or it can be what here? Floats. 1.5 F2 equal to some 1.0 and F3 equal to F1 minus F2. Then I try to print F1, F2 and what? F3. Now you can see 1.5, 1.0 and 0.5, right? So it is used with any numeric data type. Okay. It is used any numeric data type, right? For example, write a, yes. So write a program to input, salaries of two employees, and find, okay, find the difference between salaries. I want to find the difference between this both the salaries. Difference. Okay, difference between this both salaries. Okay, how can I find out that? Okay, how can I find the difference between the salaries? So here I'll be using an operator called which one? Minus, right? Write a program to input salaries of two employees and find a difference between what? Salaries, right? For example, I try to input salary. I try to input salary of employee one. I try to input salary of employee one. Enter salary of employee one. This is salary of employee one. Then salary of employee two. And input, enter salary of employee two. Okay. But input always it will read the value as which type? String type. Now I want to convert this string to what here? Float. So it will convert into float. If I give integer, it converts to what? Integer. But I want to yes, float. I'm converting into a float and there is again float of input. So the input value again I convert into which type? Float type. Okay. Then I want to find the difference between the salary in employee one and employee two. Then what will I say here? Salary difference equal to, okay, salary of employee 1 minus what is this? Salary of employee 2. Then I'll write here format. Okay, difference between salary of who is this? Employee 1, and employee 2. Employee 1 and employee 2 is what I'm displaying? Salary difference. What I'm displaying? Salary difference here. So difference between salary of employee 1 and employee 2 is salary difference. Now this value inserted. If you want to insert a value within the string, what you are printing here? String you are printing. But inside the string you are inserting which value? Salary difference value, and that is done by using which string here? Format string. Okay. So enter salary of employee 1. Enter salary of employee 1. Okay. So this is a salary of employee 1 and this is a salary of employee 2, and employee 1 and employee. See, difference between salary of employee 1 and employee 2 is 3,000. Okay, 3,000. Now suppose if I enter this, so you are comparing salary of employee 1 with employee 2, right? So I try to input now 12,000 and employee 2 salary is 15,000. Now you can see difference between salary of employee 1 and employee 2 is what? Minus 3,000. Means employee 1 is having less than employee 2. Here employee 1 is having greater than employee 2. Because of that, here difference is positive. Here difference is what? Negative. Here difference is positive and difference is what? Negative. Right? Yes. Very, very simple. Like basic example like subtraction. If you want, okay, if you want to subtract two numbers, okay, then you are using an operator called minus. You are using the operator called minus. Suppose, assume that okay, so difference. If you want to find the difference and you are finding the difference by using which operator here? Minus. Subtraction. If you want to subtract the values, right? Suppose write a program to find okay to find a difference between input 2 years sales. Okay, write a program to find a difference between okay input 2 years 2 years what is that sales. You have to input sales of first year. You have to input the sales of first year and you have to input the sales of second year, and then you have to find the difference between first year and second year, right? You have to input sales of okay sales of first year, sales year 1, okay, float of input, enter enter which one? First year sales, okay, and sales of, I'm just writing here year 2 equal to float of input, enter what is that? Second year sales, first year sales, and this is what year? Second year sales. Now I want to find the difference between first year and second year. Okay, sales difference. Okay, sales difference equal to sales year 1 minus sales year sales year 1 minus sales year 2. So sales year 1 and sales year 2. Sales year is having two words, right? Then I separated with what? Underscore. Sales year, how many words are there? Two words. Then I separated with the underscore. Now sales difference equal to sales year 1 minus sales year 2. Sales year 1 minus sales year 2. Now you can format difference between sales year 1 and what is it? Sales year 2 is what? Sales difference. Okay, sales difference. Okay, yes. Now once I run this, now enter the first year sales. Enter the first year sales. Enter the first year sales, some 45,000. Enter the second year sales, 25,000. So what is the name of this? Sales name error sales. This is underscore, right? So enter the first year sales 45,000. Enter the second year sales 23,000. And difference between 45,000 and 23,000 is what? 22,000. 45,000 and 23,000 is what? 22,000. It means first year sales is greater than second year. Suppose I enter the first year sales is 25,000 and second year sales is 40,000, and the difference between 25,000, which is first year sales, and second year sales is minus 15,000. It means second year sales is greater than first year. But how you are finding that difference? By using which one? Minus. Minus is there. Minus is for subtraction. Okay, minus is for subtraction here, right? Okay. Basic example to understand these operators. What is plus? What is a minus? What is a star? Okay. Now you have to understand these basic operators. Okay. So plus is for adding and minus is for subtracting. But in one expression, you can use more than one operator. Okay, now in one expression, you can use more than one operator. I can write like this. Okay, 10 plus, okay, 10 plus 20 minus 5. So how many operators are used? Two operators. One is addition and one more is a subtraction. Now, when expression is having more than one operator, generally, if expression is having more than one operator, evaluation or calculation is done in mathematics. I think you know the rule. What is that rule? BODMAS. So there is one rule, right? What is the rule you have? BODMAS. So where you will say bracket. Okay, B means bracket. Okay, bracket. Okay, bracket is there and off is there. Division, multiplication, addition, and one more is a subtraction. This is in mathematics. In school, I think you learn this, right? BODMAS rule. What year? No, yes, sir. You have not done schooling, directly engineering, what year? Okay, directly you enter into engineering without school, BODMAS. This is BODMAS rule, right? Okay, but in Python there is a PEMDAS. Okay, yes. So there is one more rule is there that we'll discuss here. That we'll discuss, right? How that evaluation of expression is done. But always the evaluation of expression is done based on precedency of operator. Precedency or priority is called as priority of operator. Priority means it defines which operator to be executed first and which operator should be executed next. If you don't know that rule, if you write one expression, sometimes you may get the wrong result. Wrong result, right? For example, if I am writing like this, okay, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 2 into, okay, 5 plus 2 into 5 minus 2 is there. Now tell me what is the output of this? 5 plus 2 into 5 minus 2, what is the output? BODMAS. Apply BODMAS here. And BODMAS, which one is first plus a minus a into a? Multiply. Multiply, right? So 2 into 5 is what? 10. So your expression is 5 plus 10 minus 2. Now 5 plus 10 is a 15. And 15 minus 2 is what here? 13. Getting on. So if you don't know the rule, then how you do it? 5 plus 2 is a 7. 7 into 5, 35. Minus 2 is what? Yes. If you don't know the rule, then is it correct or wrong answer? Wrong answer. Yes or no? So always the evaluation of operator is done based on the operator's priority. Okay, precedency or what is that? Priority. Precedency means which operator should be executed first and which operator should be executed next. So that you call it as precedency of operators, right? We'll talk about, because in Python you find so many operators. In Python you find a lot of operators, right? Then star is there, star. Okay. Now this operator is used to perform how many operations? Two operations. Again, this operator is for performing how many operations? Two operations. One is what is this? Multiplying. multiplying two numbers, and it is used for repeating. Okay, repeating a sequence number of times. If you want to repeat one sequence number of times, and you can repeat that by using which operator? Star. Okay, so it is used to perform how many operations here? Two operations. It is used to perform two operations here. One is for multiplying two numbers, the product of two numbers, and second one is repeating a sequence number of times. If two operands are which type? Numbers. If two operands are numbers, it performs what? Multiplying. If one operand is a sequence, and second operand is integer, PVM performs. Okay, PVM performs what? Repetition. PVM performs what here? Repetition. Repeating same sequence number of times. Repetition. Now repetition is done. Repetition or repeating, right? So that is done when you're trying to take one operand as a sequence, the other operand as which type? Integer. Okay, one operand is a sequence type, the other operand is a integer type, then it will perform which one? Repetition. A repetition here. It will perform repetition. For example, see here. A equal to 5, B equal to 2, C equal to A into B. Simple. Okay. Multiplying. Don't use X, right? Star. Star is for multiplying. Okay. So print A value, B value, and C value. So 5 into 2 is a 10. Okay. Now F1 equal to 1.5. F2 equal to 1.2. F3 equal to F1 into F2. So this is multiplying which values? Float values. Now you can see it is displayed 1.5, 1.2, 1.79999 like this is taken. But you don't want this many number of decimal places. Then what you can do is you can use one function F1, F2, and there is one function called what? Round. Rounding. Rounding is always applied to what? Float. So F3, comma, you want to round to which position of decimal part? Now this is called as 1 and this is called as which one? 2. I want to round to which position here? Second position. Now you can see 1.5, 1.2, and what is this? 1.8. 1.8, right? So you can select the position where you want to round it, right? So rounding, it will do either rounding or it will do either which one? Truncation. Okay, so for that you are trying to use a function called which one? Round. Round is there. Okay, yes. So it is used for multiplying two numbers and it is used for repeating a sequence number of times. If you want to repeat one sequence number of times, repeating one sequence number of times. For example, I want to repeat. There is one string is there. There is one string. Okay. What is the name? What is the value of this string is? Assume that the value of this string is some value is there. For example, assume that Python is there. What is the value of S1 here? Python. I want to repeat this Python some 5 times. Then what will I do? I'll say S2 equal to S1 into S1 is what? String. And string is which data type? Sequence data type. Okay. And into 5. Then what will happen? S1. What is the value of S1? Python. And what is the value of S2? What is the value of S2? Python is get repeated how many times? Yes. If I'm writing print, I just write here hyphen. Is it hyphen is one string or not? Yes. I want to repeat this string. How many times? 20 times. Now will it draw one line or not? Yes. Okay. Suppose there is a list. List is there. With how many values here? 5 values. I want to repeat this list. I want to repeat this list how many times? 2 times. I want to repeat this list how many times? 2 times. What you are doing it? You are repeating this list how many times here? 2 times. For that, you are using which operator? Star. Now, star is for what here? Repetition. If you want to repeat one sequence, string is a sequence. List is also what here?